Good evening. Dumbledang here, also known as Aranathon on PlayStation Network, presenting my introduction to Bloodborne. Here we'll see my character, whom I've lovingly named Mr. Pip. I've chosen his origin as a waste of skin, which is basically Bloodborne's equivalent to Dark Souls' deprived class. So this is where the game starts after a little cinematic intro. Here I'm just going to mess around and show off the basic attacks. Here's the weak attack combo, strong attacks. I heard that there was a charged strong attack, so let's try that. Kind of cool. Find out later what that's good for. Instead of a left-hand weak attack, you actually change stance. So in the alternate stance, kind of fight like Donkey Kong. Not sure what good that's going to be. Skip ahead to where we see our first enemy. Some sort of wolfy beastie thing chewing on something in the background. And in my typical fashion, I just kind of mosey around, taking my time to get to the guy. Thought I might sneak around behind him. As we come up behind him, you'll see these little creepy crawly guys on the ground. These are called messengers. They are the replacement for what we know as bloodstains, where you click on them and you can see how another player died. They're also the ones who relay messages, hence their title is Messenger. However, at this point in the game, they don't seem to be working. As you'll see here, View Spectre doesn't really do anything. So, oh well. In a second I give up and we try and take him on. And we fail gloriously. Womp womp. Let's try that again. Turns out, what I'm doing just now is pretty cool. I just accidentally discovered what I later learned to be a visceral attack. We'll get into that later. But for now, let's watch the clip again and watch my health bar. So you can see my health goes down about halfway, but the red bar stays there. There's this little window that I can get some health back by attacking. Kind of a cool idea. So here we skip ahead to the game's safe zone. You've got messengers who give you your first weapon. And I kind of browse through these. So you've got your cleaver, your axe, your cane. Basically medium, heavy, and light weaponry, I suppose. So you can take a look at the descriptions here. Hunter axe is obviously the heavier one by its description. This cane was really intriguing. This is the one I ended up going with. So let's try out the moveset so you can see what we're looking at here. So here's the weak attack combo. The strong attacks. The charged strong attack. And again, the left-hand weak attack, well, instead of having one, you change stance. So kind of flick this thing around and you get this really cool whip. So weak attack combo with the alternate stance. Strong attacks. Really nice for crowd control. And I've discovered that there is no charged attack for the strong attacks. Kind of a cool transition back to cane mode, and we go to our other messenger and get our first firearm. Now this, instead of having a shield or anything like that, you have some sort of a firearm. In this example, we have the pistol versus the blunderbuss. I ended up choosing the pistol just because it kind of matches the cane look a little bit better, but these are used really more for parrying or stunning your enemies rather than inflicting a lot of damage. So let's move on. You go to these tombstones to teleport and get back into the world of Bloodborne.
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. please. This is all that I can do. Now, go.
Now, I apologize for my annoying camera angles, but this is one of the first NPCs I've encountered, and as you can tell, the voice acting, the quality of the recording is actually pretty nice. But I decided I'd explore the message system in this one. And of course, just like the Souls games, this does not fail to deliver. I have seen some hilarious messages already. So I just thought I'd show you what kind of options we have to choose from. Kind of scroll through. This lady was kind of annoying. Didn't really do anything, gave me some sort of healing item that of course I'm not going to use because I'm scared of running out. So let's call her a dullard. And there you go. The rating system, as you can see, fair and foul. I kind of like that. So here is outside this first little starting hospital area. This is my first venture. Well, this is what you first see. This is actually my second time here. This guy right up here is what killed me the first time and sent me to that safe zone. Turns out, he is one of the single most basic enemies in the game, but he killed me because I didn't know what I was doing with bare fists. And blood echoes are the new souls, basically. Obviously just kind of poke around like I always do. Break whatever I can. So here's a visceral attack. So you counter with your handgun, or whatever firearm you've got, and then follow up with a regular attack. Very cool. And apparently, like we saw in the wolf earlier, you can also do that by going behind the guy and doing a charged attack to stun him. And that whip gives you some really nice distance. And here I pick up some Molotov cocktails, obviously the new fire bombs. So here are a couple new guys. This guy's just kind of chilling out here, but decided I'd try something out. This guy's so weak, I don't even need to do a visceral attack on him. Then you got this weirdo looking werewolf kind of guy with a surprisingly effective shield. I found out those torches, though, are no joke. They will hurt. And here's the other form of that visceral attack coming up. So, super fun doing that. But, surprise! Fire burns. So here's something a little creepy. So enemies in this game tend to travel in packs. There's like 6 of these guys walking the streets, so if you're going to take them on, you kind of have to lure them out. I picked up these pebbles that you can actually use to toss at a guy and distract him, but by that point they had gotten too far, so didn't want to bother with them. So here I'm seeing all these notes talking about this giant and big enemy coming up, so I was curious about him. And that is not a friendly looking cleaver. I decided to head back here to the safe zone and spend my blood echoes on some fancy new gear like this hat, because I knew this guy was going to kill me. I wanted to go ahead and use it up. Of course, as you can see, the basic enemies respawn whenever you come back. There's that torch tearing me up. Obviously took a lot of damage from that, so let's use one of these blood vials, the new healing item. So you can see, works pretty quickly. It should work in a pinch, it just doesn't do a whole lot. There's that mob from earlier. Wanted to hang out here for a second. I didn't want to attract them by breaking these boxes. Gotta love those messengers. They're a lot of fun. You can give them hats. So the charged attack did nothing. That was a nice little lesson learned. I have a feeling that's a screen I'm going to have to get used to. So that time it looked like I stunned him. Guess I just missed my window for the visceral attack. And that is a good example on how not to use your firearm. Gee, fellas, I wonder if I can swing a giant whip in close quarters. Nope. As you can see, the whip is doing very little damage against this guy. I guess I gotta get up close and personal with him. Maybe not that personal. So the game's playing a cruel joke on me at this point. I think, hey, there's this big guy stomping around in this kind of back alley here. He's got to be hiding something good. So I've devoted so much time to taking him on. But why, you ask? What could be in it at the end? Let's put it this way. This guy is essentially kind of like that Black Knight in Undead Burg in Dark Souls. There's not really that much of a point in killing him, unless you want the treasure that's behind him. That nice tearstone ring. Well, however, in this one, this guy is guarding squat. And to make it better, after you kill him, turns out he respawns. But still, here's my first victory. Let me feel good about it. Shut up and good night. Thanks for watching. See you next time.